Today we're taking a look at the Tineco S5. This is the one that does steam and mop and vacuum all in one. So this works with just water. There's no cleaner necessary. So we're going to take a look at all of the included accessories and where all the parts go with this unit. All right, so the first thing that we're going to take a look at is this is the dirty water tank. So as the mop is sucking up the dirty water, it's all going to go into this tank here. It comes out really easily just to push this button, pull it out. So you can see it's a pretty large container and it has a few different pieces. So first we have the filter, and we actually have an extra filter as well. So every time that you use the unit, you want to take this out, clean it underwater, and then let it dry for 24 hours. So if you want it to be ready to use, just take your second filter and put it back in once you've used the unit. Then this piece comes off, and then you have another large debris filter, and that just comes off as well. And then you can dump this. I typically dump it into the toilet and then just flush down all the debris. So we'll put it back together really quick. All right, so we're just gonna put this back into the little storage spot that they have for it here on the side. So this is where the extra one goes, and the one that's being used goes here. Once you have the unit cleaned and air dried for 24 hours, you put it back in right here. Now, if you get to where you need to clean the actual channel, they come with this brush, and you just clean right in here. So if there's any hair, dirt, grime, or anything like that, it's not a very large channel, but you just use this to clean it. And that also has a spot here on the side. All right, when you put this in, you want to make sure that you clip it until you hear it clip. And that shows you that it's secure and won't leak any water. Okay, next we're going to take a look at the brush roller. And this is where you take it out to clean it. So you have these two pieces that squeeze together, and then you pull this top off. And this part is actually really easy to take off. So this little spot here, you're just gonna pull up on it, and the whole roller comes right out. So you can wash this off. It does have a self-clean mode. So you're gonna run the self-clean, and then if it has any extra grime or anything, you just wanna have like extra secure clean, you can wash this and then leave it out in the sun to dry for 24 hours. But to get it ready to use again after you run self-clean, you can just add the clean roller that you had sitting on the side. So to put it back in, you're just gonna put the side with the opening, put this up at the top, slide it down, no click or anything like that. Now to put this back in, you wanna make sure that you line up the arrows, and these tabs go underneath the arrows. I've seen videos where people put them on the top. If you do, you're not gonna have a good suction. You wanna make sure you put them underneath the arrows, and then you're gonna push it down again until you hear that click. Okay, now looking at the back of the unit, this is where we're gonna have the cord. So this is a corded unit. Because it has steam, in order to get the water hot enough to make the steam, it does have to have a cord. So if you're looking for a cordless unit, you're not gonna get the strong steam like you are with this one. So that's why we went with the corded unit. And then we have, this is the clean water tank. So pull down on the tab here and then pull right out. And then this does not come off here. It looks like it does, but you turn it around and then you have this little tab that flips down, and you're gonna pour clean water into here. There's no cleaner that goes into this unit, so you wanna make sure you're only putting fresh water, otherwise you can damage the unit. So once you put the water in, then you're just gonna put it back. And you wanna make sure you line up this part here on the bottom with this gray part inside. And then you'll hear it click closed. All right, the last thing is we'll take a look at the base that the unit comes with. So this is pretty lightweight, so we're just gonna take it right off. And then this is the base that's gonna sit on the floor. And as this is running in self-clean, this is just gonna make sure that no water is sitting or getting on your floor. So as the self-clean runs, it's gonna clean the brush roller, and then any debris or anything will get stuck here. So you can always take the unit off and clean this as well, And then this is where you keep your extra filter, your extra brush roller, and then the dirty water tank channel cleaner. So that's everything that comes with the S5 Steam Clean Mop and Vac.